Samaran Tumelang Mulweni, Abusheni de Macharoni, Salam Alaikum, Namaste, Kuday Huidah, Away Maskanders, my name is Winston, and welcome back to my channel, Bushis Vadbur. On this channel, we discuss everything relating to small scale farming and those small projects that you can do yourself, save on some money, and enjoy the fruit of your labor. But in today's video, I want to take you through the life cycle of a strawberry, so stay tuned. So right over here I have a strawberry bed. It's in a box like this, and as you can see I wrote here Snow White. So this was supposed to be white strawberries. So if you watch the video, I'll leave a link to that video at the end of this video where I mentioned the project that we're busy with in terms of strawberries. So I bought four different types of strawberry plants, varieties, and one of them was a Snow White. In actual fact, this strawberries actually turned out red. It's turning red. Stay tuned for a video that I'm gonna show you in terms of white mulberries, and that is what white strawberries is supposed to look like. So obviously where I bought this plants from, that guy was he cheated me out of some money, because I later found that white strawberry plants is more expensive than your normal strawberry plants. But now that I'm mentioning plants, the life cycle of a strawberry starts with the plant itself. And once the plant matures, once the plant settles and matures, it will start making flowers like these. You can see here, this one is starting to open. Let me just go close a little bit. This one is still starting to open, but once it's open like that, it is ready to be, I'm just hoping it will, there you go, that's focusing right now. Once it's open like that, it's ready to be pollinated. And you can see we have a lot of ants here, but the ants in fact is helping us with the pollination, because once this flower is pollinated, it turns into something like this, where you can see it's closing, but there's like something growing inside. And the next step from there is something like this, where the strawberry starts growing, and the strawberry will grow from a size like this to a size like this. If you can just, there you go, size like that. It goes to a size like that. If you can just focus, I'm gonna focus. There you go. Goes to a size like that, and then it grows bigger. Grows to a size like this. It grows to a size like this, and once it starts reaching the size that it's going to be, it's going to start changing colors. So if I turn it around a little bit, you can see that it's actually turning a little bit of pink right over there. Once it starts turning pink, okay, this one I have no idea what's happening right now. I'm actually gonna take it off because the ants are eating it. But once it starts turning pink, it's white, it goes green, and then it turns white, and then it starts turning red, and then it's gonna start turning red like this. And this is the time when you give it, like, you watch it, because this one will be ripe tomorrow only, because here it still needs to get some reddish color. I have a few over here. Here's one that is ripe, but I left it a little bit too long, so the ants started making holes. I'm gonna take this one out as well. And throw it away, because this one is actually ripe enough, but the ant started making a home. And right over here is one that will obviously is ripe already. So you can already see it's totally red, no green spots, no white spots, totally red, ripe. And this is something that you want to pick, and it's ready to be eaten. Over here I'm in another bed right now. Now what the strawberry plant does is something amazing. because after the season, it happens in two stages of the plant's life. It happens in this stage. This was a plant that did not mature properly. So once it does not mature, its instincts kick in to send out runners to make more plants. Runners like these, runners like this. It comes from the main stem. So what it does is, before the plant matures, it will first send out runners so it can make more plants. Or if the plant is matured after the fruiting season, after you've harvested your strawberry. So what happens with the runners that it sends out, you can see, if I can go to the main plant, that is the main plant over there. Let me just put the strawberry down. This is the main plant over there, and this plant sent out this runner that runs over here. And once you have a runner, you can now put them in a pot, as long as you make sure that the bottom side is in soil. Let me show you this one over here. This is a runner that's not in soil as yet, and you'll see there's white bumps at the bottom. Let me just put my hand at the back so we can focus. There you go. You'll see that white spots over there. Those are the roots that are going to start growing. So what we do is, we take the runners. There's a runner coming out. We put them in a pot, and once this plant starts growing and maturing, in about 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, once it's big enough like this, you can now snip it off, and you can actually plant this in a bigger pot or in the ground, wherever you want to plant it. But from this plant also, it sent out another runner, and this one is ready to be put to be planted, like as long as we expose this to soil. And then this one is sending out another runner. So from one plant, from one runner, you can get 3 more plants, and that's how your strawberry plants multiply. So guys, that's the life cycle of a strawberry in a nutshell. So from a flower, it's pollinated into a little fruit. You get your fruit, and after your fruiting season, it sends out runners, and that's how you multiply or get more plants. All you have to do is make sure that these runners, you have to put them in soil. You have to expose this in soil, or rather just cover it. Let me just go closer. Just cover this area in soil, like we have done over here in these spots. Just cover that in soil. In a couple of weeks, your roots will start establishing or growing a little bit more. What I can do is, let me show you one. And what I do is, let me take out this. You can see here, I take a piece of wire, and I just put it over, just to keep the plant in the soil. And what I want to do is, I want to lift this plant. It's like stuck in there. It's still attached to the main root, to the main plant. So let me just shake this off, and you can see those few bumps that starts off like this. Focus, there you go. Starts off like this. It grows to a few roots like this. It actually established. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to put this in a bigger container, and then move these ones. I'll put this in here. I want to actually show you what I do. Maybe I must just do it right now. There's a stone here. Let me take this out. So all I do is, I put it in there, cover up with soil a little bit, just make sure that is there, and then I take my little wire, and then all I do is, I put it in there so that the plant can stay within the soil. It doesn't move. So as I water it, this plant, the roots will start growing like this, and then you have more plants. So after a while, once your roots are established like this, you can maybe cut it off like right here. I'm not going to do it right now. I have to plant this in a container first before I cut it off there, otherwise that plant will die, and then I'm losing a plant essentially. Actually, essentially I'm losing two plants because it sent out another runner. But that's the end of the video, guys. That's the life cycle of a strawberry. If you have any questions, suggestions, please leave them in the comment section down below. If you are the expert, if you know more about strawberries, if I'm talking bull according to you, please leave those comments in the section down below. I will leave that link to the video I've done in terms of my project that I'm doing here in terms of the strawberries. I will leave that link right over here. Go watch that to see what we are doing in terms of our strawberry plants. But if you haven't subscribed as yet, please destroy the subscribe button and notification bell so you can be notified whenever we have a new update. But that's it from me for now. Until next time, keep well, stay safe, stay blessed, away.